Hey kids! Welcome to Your Channel Name, where we go on exciting adventures through the Bible. Today we're learning about a man named Samson, one of the strongest people to ever live. But his strength came with some important lessons. Are you ready to find out what made Samson so special? Let's go! A long time ago, before Samson was even born, an angel appeared to his mother with some surprising news. The angel told her that she would have a son who would be very special and that he would help save his people, the Israelites, from their enemies. But there was one important rule. He would never be allowed to cut his hair. God had a plan for Samson from the very beginning. His long hair would be a sign that he belonged to God and that God would be the one to give him strength. So Samson was born, and as he grew, he became stronger and stronger. He had super strength, not from eating spinach or lifting weights, but because God was with him. As Samson grew up, he quickly became famous for his amazing strength. One day, while he was walking through the countryside, a lion jumped out and roared. What would you do if you saw a lion? Samson didn't run away. With God's help, he defeated the lion with his bare hands. Can you imagine that? But that wasn't the only amazing thing he did. Later, Samson was on his way to visit the Philistines, who were the enemies of his people. They tried to trap him, but Samson was way too strong. He even picked up the heavy gates of their city and carried them up a hill, just to show them that God's power was with him. Now, this is where the story gets a little tricky. Samson met a woman named Delilah. She was very beautiful, but she was also very sneaky. She worked with the Philistines, and they wanted to know the secret to Samson's strength so they could defeat him. They promised Delilah a lot of money if she could find out. Delilah kept asking Samson, "Tell me, what makes you so strong?" But Samson didn't tell her right away. He teased her with silly answers. First, he said, "If you tie me with 7 fresh bowstrings, I'll lose my strength." So she tied him up, but Samson just broke free. Delilah tried again. "Tell me the truth." Samson said, "All right, if you tie me with new ropes, I'll lose my strength." So she tied him up with new ropes. But guess what? Samson broke those too. Finally, after asking him again and again, Samson told Delilah his real secret. He said, "My strength comes from my hair. If you cut my hair, I'll lose all my power." That night, while Samson was sleeping, Delilah had someone come in and cut his hair. When he woke up, Samson didn't feel strong anymore. The Philistines captured him, and they were so happy because they had finally defeated their strongest enemy. The Philistines put Samson in prison, and they thought they had won for good. But guess what Samson did in prison? He started to remember God and prayed for forgiveness. He realized that his strength was never about his hair or his muscles. It was always about God. After some time, Samson's hair began to grow back. He prayed to God one more time, saying, "God, please give me strength just once more." The Philistines brought Samson to a big temple where they were having a celebration. Samson put his hands on the 2 big pillars holding up the temple, and with all his might, he pushed them down. The whole temple came crashing down, and Samson defeated the Philistines. Even though he made mistakes, Samson turned back to God in the end, and God was with him. Samson's story teaches us some important lessons. First, strength isn't just about muscles or how big we are on the outside. Real strength is about trusting in God. When we trust God and ask Him for help, we can be strong on the inside. Second, even when we make mistakes, like Samson did, God always hears our prayers and gives us another chance. God's love for us is so strong, and He will never leave us. So remember, you don't have to lift giant gates or fight lions to be a hero. You can be a hero by being kind, brave, and asking God to help you every day. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you loved learning about Samson and want more Bible stories, make sure to like this video and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on our next adventure. And remember, with God's help, you can be strong and do amazing things, just like Samson. See you next time.